these airbags and putting these air springs in are not that difficult of a job at all if you do it the right way. If you do it the incorrect way and not pay attention, then you will find yourself in a cussing storm. Alright, the way to put these in is you put your airbag, well, you get your solenoids in first. Now the solenoids, make sure your solenoids are not upside down. You don't want your solenoid pointing up, because your solenoid is like this. It comes out and goes up, and your airline's going. It goes into your airbag like this. Your solenoid's an L shape, like this. Okay? So you want your solenoid to be in and twisted with the airline down, not on the top, because the part of that solenoid is going to hit here, and you won't get that seated up in top. So make sure your solenoids are pointing down, and once you do that, and you put the big fat O-ring in the airbag. Okay, the biggest one goes in the airbag, and the solenoid, the two little O-rings go around the solenoid, the end of the solenoid, and then that solenoid goes inside that big O-ring between the solenoid and the airbag. And you put them in. The tiny solenoid they give you, that's for your airline on your solenoid. If you're not changing out your solenoids, you won't need that one, well, unless you've got those leaking. But then once you get it in, you twist them. It goes in, twist, okay, so there's two twists. It's a Z inside there, and then you put your retaining clip on. You snap that little metal clip on. I don't know where it went. I got the old one around here somewhere. It's probably under the creeper. Yeah, where the tools are, under the creeper. But anyway, you put that little plastic retaining clip in, and once you get the metal clip, I should say, once you get the metal retaining clip in, what in the world is that? Oh, okay. Once you put the retaining clip in, then you put your airbag up inside, and you put this clip in. Line up your little guide pin there. Make sure it's up inside there. You put your main post up inside, and then you line up your guide hole, and you make sure that's in there, and then you put your clip in. See? And then your airbag will hang there. And then once you do the same on the other side, hold on a sec. I was filming and telling you stuff about how to get the airbags in there and stuff, and then I got a phone call, which since I'm filming on the phone, it cut off the video, and I don't even know if it recorded. I didn't even look. But we'll start this all over again. I wasn't too far into it. Now here's what I'm telling you. This is that metal piece. See how they're in there? This one didn't. This piece was stuck still on the truck. You got to pop this off the truck. You don't want this stuck on there. If you leave that on the truck, this will not seat here, because you'll have a metal piece up against another metal piece, and you're not going to seat right. And even if it does lock into place and hold for a little while, your truck's going to be a little higher on one side than the other. It's just not going to work right. But if you look here, see how that's an L shape? Hold on. See how that's an L? I'll get it this way. It's a little bit. Hold on. All right. There's a tab up in there. See these two slots? That one and this one. Those two slots right there is where your solenoid is going to go in. One tab on this side, one tab on that side. Then it's going to go. Oh wow, I can do it that way. There we go. Let me move this out of the way. There. Then it goes down, you twist the solenoid, and then down, and then you twist the solenoid. Okay? So that's how that goes in. It's a double twisting of the solenoid, and then your locking tab comes around here like this and locks right there, and it keeps the tab that's in here, the locking tab butts up against the tab, and it comes up and around and butts up against the other tab. It keeps the tab from backing out and popping up, so it keeps it locked into place. But that's how that's designed. Alright, so now once you get those solenoids in, like I was saying, make sure you put the solenoids in the right way. If you put them upside down, You're not going to get your airbags up in there, okay? Because the solenoids will hit on the floorboard, and you won't be able to get it up high enough to get your tab and your airbag up in there and your locking tab like that, okay? But you put the airbag up first. You keep your axle down off the jack. You don't jack up your axle when you're putting the airbags in. You leave that hanging down. You have the jack stands on your frame, and then when you release your jack, your axle will drop. That'll give you more room up in here. So you put your airbag up, and you hold it up from underneath, okay, and then you put your locking tab in the top, and then your airbag will just hang there. Alright, you put the other one in too. At the top, you lock it in and leave your airbag hang there, and then start jacking up the differential so that you can butt up the base of the airbag. See how it's under the differential? You can butt up the base of the airbag to your axle. Let's see. I can get up under there. Oh, I need that light so you can see. That base will butt up on it as you bring your axle up. Okay? And then you just monitor, make sure they're on their right. And then once you get it to this point, this is where I connect the battery. And then turn on the suspension switch and go from there. And let them start filling up. So let's connect our battery up here. Alright, and now let's turn the key on, see if it kicks on. Kicked on. Hear it? Okay, kicked off. Let's see what we got under here. Did it get any air on them? Hoping. Nope, no air. I kind of figured we're going to have that issue. No air. So let's see. There it goes again. Oh, I hear it. It's creeping back here. Let me fire this up and see. Kick in. Hold on a second. Okay, so here we are again. Alright, these things obviously were leaking. I don't know why, new O-rings and everything. So I pulled them back out. I had them down, I had the wheels on, everything down, and you hear the compressor kick in, but once the compressor kicked in, I heard it creaking back here, like it's wanting to go up, and then it would just stop. It wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm thinking these are leaking. So let's grease these back up, clean them back up, grease them back up, pop them back in and get them back up there where they belong, up there. Good thing they're easy to drop out. I mean, to drop these things out, you pull out the top clips. Okay, you jack up your differential. Okay, so that way your wheel goes up. Okay, and that takes the tension off the top. Oh, that takes the tension off the top and up in there. Oh, up in there, it takes the tension off the top, so you can pull that clip out from above. And then once you get the clips out of both of them, you just let your jack down a little bit, and your whole axle will drop down, and you can pull your airbags right in and out, nice and easy. And then when you put them back up, you hold them up. You hold them up there. Where's my? There we go. You hold them up. You put the clip in the top, and then they just hang there. Then you hook your solenoids back up. Make sure your solenoids, this part here is not, oh, hold on. Make sure that part there is not facing up, or else it'll hit the floorboard and you won't get your airbags in. Alright, so let's grease these puppies back up and we'll be back. Alright, so we just got a little bit of, use a little crud cutter on a shop rag to wipe that down, all the angles, all the places where it touches. Put a little wheel bearing grease on that. I'm going to go do that to the other side. We're going to pop them back in, set it back up, fire it up and see if they hold air. If not, I'll pull them back down and try something else.